Sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? Saying no and yet still being able to grow, still being able to do more, have more, be more by saying no. Well, it's true, and I'm going to show you right now exactly how it can work for you as well. All right, team, we all know what it's like. Put yourself in these shoes. You're working with a client or you're in your clinic, the phone rings, and you start chatting to a potential new client, new patient, and things just don't feel right. You know that feeling where no matter what you do and say, they're just going to be one of those punishing clients. Or maybe it's a scenario where you've got someone coming to you wanting this great new opportunity for you. It's a new clinical space that you need to work into, or it's a great opportunity for you to come, and work in our center and do the following. This is all the amazing, growth we'll have. Look at, I'm going to tell you about all the clients that we're going to refer to you and how amazing and simple and easy it is to build your business and have more impact. You know the story I'm trying to tell here. We've all been in that situation. We've all been in a scenario where it's not even about being too good to be true. It's just around the fact that you walk out of that meeting or you have that experience with a potential client, or it's something to do with like a corporate contract, and it just doesn't feel right. You know deep down that you're already busy. Maybe you're actually running around like a blue-ass fly in your business already. Maybe you're pushing, burning the candle at both ends at the moment. You've got more clients and referrals coming out of your backside than you can actually handle with your team, and you really need a new team member. And we've got multiple clients of ours in the tribe at the moment that are in that situation. It's almost like they want to turn the tap off because they physically can't do everything at the right time for the right reasons. So maybe for you, it's not about the new opportunity, but the fact is you might be too busy. Maybe it just doesn't feel right. Maybe there's just, when that gut feeling and people go, it just doesn't feel right for me to do this. Or, at the end of the day, we all know that situation. We might be in that situation multiple times each week. But unfortunately, as health and medical professionals, we have this compulsive nature to help. It's always about doing more for people. How else can I help? And unfortunately, what actually happens is we tend to get way too busy. We're doing 60, 70, 80-hour weeks. We're burning the candle at both ends. We're trying to do things to get ahead because ultimately we're good people doing good things or great things, trying to help out. That's why we got into the industry. But the challenge is by doing so much and always saying yes and taking every opportunity, you're actually doing yourself a massive disservice. And you're actually putting yourself into a situation where you can't be 100% the person you need to be or the team that you need to be in that situation to everyone when you're trying to be everything to everyone. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, well, yeah, I know that. We need to say no more often. But the challenge is there's almost a moral conflict that we have as health professionals that we have to not say no to people because we have to be able to help. And therein lies one of the biggest challenges. And so what I've been able to do, and a mentor of mine taught me this a couple of years ago, and it's been one of the smartest, most beneficial business growth tools ever. And that is the ability to say no more often and yet continue to grow, week after week, month after month, year on year, team after team, business, companies, clients, everything, when we get very focused on what we do. Now, it's not just a matter of saying no, because let's be honest, when you try and say no, it just doesn't feel right. We get ourselves into that situation where we don't want to say no to someone. We don't want to say no we can't help them, or no, they're not the right client. It feels bad to say no to people. Now, it shouldn't, but it does. And so here's the challenge that we're always faced. We're always faced with the challenge that not only is it hard for us to say no, but it's also our perception that other people may get offended. Like, think about it. If your friend asks you to go to a sporting event or go to the movies or go out to dinner or have drinks and things like that, and you just flat out say no, like, why? What's the matter? Well, you don't want to? You don't like them? You don't want to spend time with them? And so there's always this perception, and quite often it's a misconception, that when you say no, you're saying no for the wrong reasons. You're saying no because you don't like them, or there's something wrong with what they said. And whether we like it or not, that's what people perceive. So naturally, we try and not say no because we don't want to offend people. We don't want to get people angry or frustrated or annoyed. So we see more people. We take up that opportunity that we didn't really want. We go ahead and do something, and we try and convince ourselves that it won't take long, that it won't be much, damage to our time or energy. And unfortunately, that's never the case. And so here's the thing. When we say no, one of the best pieces of advice, it's based on a concept of 4 words. And this is what was taught to me. And there's various variations. Funnily enough, there's various variations to how this can actually work well for you. So instead of saying no, or instead of saying no and having to justify it, or feel like you've got to justify it, or go into any further detail, we can actually change the wording and the perception of the word no into being something that's very positive, yet not going to be time, energy, money sucking on ourselves. We need to make sure that we're staying focused, we're staying in our lane, we're working in our genius mode, because that's where the most amount of benefit is always going to be to us. And so the 4 words that I want you to start utilizing is simply this: just not right now. And so just not right now are 4 really simple words that are saying no to an opportunity, or saying no to whatever it is that's put to you that you know is not right, that you know isn't the best thing for you or the business or the team, but you're doing it in a very nice and friendly way. So here's an example. We get ourselves into a situation where, they've got a great opportunity. They want you to go and work in this clinic and invest in this opportunity, and you're in a situation where you want to say no, and you normally wouldn't. But the best part is you can turn around and literally say, it all sounds great, it all sounds fantastic, just not right now for me. And it's as simple as that. Maybe they've got a new product, it's a new rehab product or something that they want to be able to sell, and they want you to be involved, or to be a sales agent, or to be the person that does it with them, or a business partner. It doesn't matter what it is. Again, same thing. You can turn that into something where you would say the following: you know what? It's fantastic. I wish you all the best, but for me, it's just not right for me at the moment. And so what we're doing is we're carefully and politely saying no, but we're saying it in a very positive and proactive way that can't actually have anyone offended or annoyed. Same thing with a client. They might say, hey, I want you to do the following and talk to this friend of mine, and he's going to help you out with, your mortgage, or he's great for leasing, or because we always have clients that want to try and help us out with things. And again, you can utilize in that situation knowing that rather than saying no, or no thanks, or thanks for the offer but no, that's all seen as a negative. There's all those connotations that we're talking about. But when you turn around and say, look, that sounds fantastic, I'm really grateful for that, but it's just not right for me at the moment. Right? Slight variation on the same 4 words, but we get through the point of what we're trying to say. We get ourselves to be able to say no, and as a net result, we invest more time, energy into actually going ahead as we need to. We need to be able to say no more often. We need to stay focused. We need our blinkers on like a racehorse running down the straight at Flemington and pulling ahead at the end to win the Melbourne Cup. Right? We need to make sure that we are focused and we're very clear about what we need to do, where we're going. And as a net result, you need to say no more often if you want to grow your business, if you want to have more impact, and you want to grow your business and your team and your clients. If you want to, sell more products, put more services out there, you have to say no more often. Stop saying yes to everything. Start saying no, but do it in a way that's warm and friendly. Do it in a way that's positive and proactive, that's not going to annoy people or piss people off. And using those words like just not right now is a great way of doing it. So go and practice it. Look yourself in the mirror, work with teams, go through this and make sure that you start using that as well, because I tell you now, you'll be able to say no more often in the right way, and you'll be able to get ahead by doing this more often. I'll talk to you again very soon. Hey guys, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast. I would love nothing more than for you to be able to leave a review. I get so much joy out of listening and reading the amazing things that you guys say about this. So please subscribe to our channel, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Let's get some more fantastic information out there so all of us can grow the industry together. Cheers for now.